Assalamu alaikum friends. Today I bring fifth part of inventory management software using Excel VBA. In our last video, we have learned uh, how to display data in corresponding text by entering value in a text box. As you can see here, there are some text boxes. Okay. In our last video, we have learned that when we enter any product ID here, so the item code, product name, unit, and stock appeared in these text boxes, okay, automatically. Now, what we'll do in this video, we'll learn how to add data from these text boxes to in this list box. So that in next step, we'll learn how to add data from this list box to Excel sheet. So first of all, I want that when I initiate this user form, few things should happen. What things are need to be happening is that when I run this form, there should be headings of all the items should be displayed here, like product ID, item code, product name, unit, quantity, and stock. And for that, what we will do, I will click here in user form. I will double click there. Okay. So this code page will open, but I will change the event here. Instead of click event, I will select initialize, because I don't want that when I click. Actually, I want that when this form is initialized, okay, certain things should happen. Okay. For that, I change the event. Okay, and then I paste this code here, and now I'll explain what this means. First of all, I want that when the form is open, the date should be current date in dtpicker. For that, we mention dtpicker.value is equal to date. So when this form will open, our dtpicker will show the current date. Then the second thing I want that if there is any value in the list box, okay, it should be clear. There should be no value in the list box. After that, I want that the headings of the our Excel sheet should be displayed here, as I mentioned, product ID, item code. For that, I have given this coding me dot list box one dot add item product ID. Okay. So it will in first row, in first column, this product ID heading will be displayed. Then me dot list box one dot list 0. What is 0? 0 is our row, because we want this heading should be displayed on the top of the list box. So in all the in all these lines we mention 0, because we want all these headings should be displayed on the top of the list box. But we keep changing the column number as we have in our receive sheet. As you can see here in our receive sheet, product ID, item code, product name, unit, quantity, LPO, delivery note, and delivery date. So we have kept the same sequence: product ID, item code, product name, unit, quantity, LPO, delivery note, date. So all these 7 columns, actually I think 8 columns. There are 8 columns will be displayed on the in the list box. Then we want that this list box should be selected, means it is highlighted, so that we can clearly see that this is This is the heading of the list box. For that I have mentioned me.listbox1.selected column 0 is equal to true. So the first column of the list box will be highlighted. Now let us check this. There you go. You can see the first row of this showing headings of all the items, and it is highlighted also. Okay. Now in second phase, what I want is to display to add the data from these text boxes to list box. For that, we will use this button, add data. Okay, it will transfer all the values from these text boxes to list box. So I will double click this button and paste this code here. Now I explain this code. Before adding the data from text boxes to list box, which is for that we'll use this code, we will set some validation here. Number one validation I have set here: if text box 1 dot value is equal to none, then message box please enter LPO number to proceed. Because it is restrict you to add LPO number, because without LPO number there should be no reference. Okay, it will not give any reference, so it will stop you here and will give you this validation to add the LPO number. Without LPO number it will not proceed. Second validation I have set: if text box 4 dot value is equal to none, then message box please enter product ID to proceed. Means you cannot proceed without product ID, you have to add the product ID. Okay. Obviously if you are adding any product, there should be a product ID, and if there is no product ID, you have to create in our product list, as we have already created this form. So if the product is not in the list, we have to create the product ID first, then we go to in our receive voucher form. Then there is another validation we have set: text box 8 dot value is equal to none, then please enter quantity to proceed. Obviously if you are receiving any product, you cannot go zero quantity, you cannot enter zero quantity or null quantity. So you have to add the quantity in the text box. Without that you cannot proceed. After this validation, we will add this coding which will transfer data from text boxes to list box. So first of all, we will mention list box 1 dot add item. It will add the item. What item it will add and how it will add? For that, list box 1 dot list bracket open list box 1 dot list count my dash 1 column 0 minus 1 column 0 is equal to text box 4 dot value. This what will happen is, if whatever the value in text box 4, it will add in list box 1 column 0, and here this is list box 1 minus 1 means it will add in the last row of the list box. Means wherever up to where your data is added, it will add the data in last row of that. So that is why this is all up to here, all are the same. Okay, there is no changes here, only we have changes in the columns, because every text box represents a different column. So every time we have changed the column number and we have changed the text boxes. So these text boxes in the same sequence of our these values, product ID, item code, and the headings which we have displayed here in the when we initialize the form. So I'll go again, and in the last we have mentioned this GTPCode.value, so that the whatever the date you will set, it will also display it in the list box. Now let us try this also. First of all, I add the LQ number, some delivery note number will put it. This tab we will set. I will show you how to set the tab also. Tab index. So product ID I will enter 3, and I will also show you how we can add search here, any product, and we can select and we can enter here. Okay. Then I enter quantity and I press add. As you can see, all the values including dates all are showing here. You can add another product also. Now I will add one more product. So you can see now you can understand this list count, the value here, this line, this part of the coding, listbox1 dot list count -1. This is actually for it is using for that when we enter new value, so it should go down, okay, of the last row. So for in this video is enough, and inshallah in next video we'll learn how to add product in the from your list box to Excel sheet. And if still you did not subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel, and if you like the video, please like the video. We'll come back with another video very soon, inshallah. Till then, goodbye, love.